Alright, here we are working on the high banker. Got the new section. It's two foot more that I gotta add. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I might order another sleuth box, but I want it to fit in between these legs. So when I pack up, I can just stack it together. I want it to be wide, this outside diameter of this sleuth box, so I can just slide it up in there. So I'm not sure. I was thinking plastic, but yeah, that's 2 feet. I don't think I want to fool with it. I'll try to find out a way of doing it in aluminum, get it bent up, or order another sleuth box and maybe bend the edges out so that it can stack together when I pack up. So we got that done. We still got to make the gasket out of this plumbing goo for these trays. Got my latches on there and they just barely snug right now. So and I'll do the gasket on these trays. And I'll tape some cardboard on there to give me an edge, so when I use a spackle knife I can smear it in there and then peel that tape, and should give me a nice edge. That glue all the way around sticks to this plastic pretty good, especially if you sand it a little. I'll take a X-Acto knife and scratch it up and then lay that in there. So hopefully it'll make this so that the water's not flying out of here and dripping down, being like little bombs blowing my gold out of my matting. So that's that. We got this pipe back on. Did order a new motor. This one's 33 ounces of torque. The new one's 140 ounces. This one's 60 RPM. The new one will be 90. And this is only pulling a half a amp. The new motor will pull 1 amp, so not too much of an electricity load on the new one. This one's working. I just wanted a little more speed and a little more horsepower, because if this is as hungry as I think it'll be, I just want to pile the rocks in it and the motor not be getting all mad about it. So we got that one, and we got this tray here. It's a little bit snug. You kind of have to bend it so you can clear the barrel and the wheels. Not a big deal. And then you got your miter moss in there and my 1/4 inch matting. And I glued that in. And this I'm just going to use the rubber band here. Did a little notch for a rubber band there. And it's got the latches on there too. Do a rubber seal on that one. We'll do that here as soon as I get this pipe done. And we're going to work on the feeder tray. Got the barrel. Still got to come in here and remove all these little drill through marks. I'll just do that with a little 2-inch grinder real quick. Stick it in there. Got my pipe cut. And I'm going to run one more screw right there. So we got our PVC pipes. What we're going to have to do here, we got our little coupler so it'll slide onto the pipe on the back. And then we're going to have to come in and cut about 1/4 off each one of these edges to make enough room so it all lines up. Got the barrel here. Your bars in the inside of the barrel, the water feed for your tray, push the rocks down. So we'll do that here real quick on the miter box. Once we get that all in there, I'll come back with this gutter and then we'll mount it right on top of that. Drill a hole, do a little cutting. We should have a little feeder for our trommel wheel. And don't think I got much over 20 bucks in it. So we'll be back. Alright, so when I'm cutting these little spacers here, turn that screen around. Cutting this first one that goes in the middle for the water that goes down the chute. I'm just putting my little coupler piece on to make the piece longer on my fence, because otherwise it gets a little wobbly. So I just cut a piece of pipe, made it a little longer. So I can go ahead and shave it down. So that's all I'm doing there. Do that to the rest of these. These two here. Just so it doesn't catch and blow up on you. So we'll get the rest of that done and we'll be back. Alright, we got our couplers on, and then we got this piece, getting it out so we can have room for our gutter to go in here, and then I'll notch it out to go down in the barrel. When I glue it all together, I'll glue everything together except for this coupler joint, because I'll actually pull it out as a unit to pack up and go home. And then it makes it so my sleuth box that's on the dolly nice without all this overhanging dragging on the ground. I just pull it out and stuff it in a bucket. So we'll cut this next piece in, and basically that one's gonna fit snug. I'll just cut the little pieces in there, about a 1-inch piece of PVC. Then we have this part here. It'll plug that hole. Well, that's the wrong one. I have the right one though. And I'll cut a slit in it with a knife. There's the right one. Those ones that I just had plugged the end of the PVC at the down there. I got a plug cap. I'll have to shave those ones down. And it just keeps me so I have more clearance, because the barrel is tapered. That's why I'm going to put the rubber band to squeeze it together so these pipes go down and get closer together. And then that'll give me the clearance for rocks. Probably be able to run 3/4, 1-inch rock, any bigger than that. And it'll be getting jammed up. And I'm hoping to get some permission to get on a claim and gateway and try some dry washing, pull these trays out, and maybe just put a piece of tape on it for testing. And a little vibrating motor maybe I'll mount on there because I have extra circuits. Take the mat out, and then I can do dry washing. I'm gonna keep my other bucket that I have here for that. Probably drill the holes a little bigger, and then just shovel it in. I won't even use the feeder tray. I'll put it at a steeper angle so that the rocks want to go down the box, and then the vibrating motors, and then I'll just shovel it right in the bucket and do some dry washing, take it down to the river, and then put this barrel on, put the water unit on, and then high bank it all. Drag it off the mountain like that. So we'll see. We'll get back once I get this piece glued in, and we'll get all the PVC glue on these joints so that it's all nice and good and tight. So when I pull it off, it's not too hard to line it up and get it back in there. And then we'll cut the gutter in. So we'll be back. Alright, here we are with this PVC gutter. Kind of got it marked out to cut. We'll see, cutting it this way with that PVC blade worked pretty good. The other blades I've tried to use, man, might as well forget it. A pair of snips would be better, but don't have them right now. So I got this mark right here. Just gonna transfer it. We're not doing a whole lot high tech here, we're just kind of freehanding it. So I got my mark. That's just so it clears the barrel. just kind of freehand in it. Let's see how it does with this fiberglass blade in here. So that gets us our little ramp system for in the barrel. I'll have to drill the hole next. That's so it'll slide down in there. So now I just gotta drill the hole for that. Might cut it down a little more right here. Then we'll glue that in and get our water bar in, and the feeder system will be done. Might shave a little more off that side. It's a little higher. Maybe I'll leave it alone. It doesn't matter. It's gold equipment. Not hanging a door. So we'll be back. Alright, here we are. Got the gutter all cut. Put an end cap on it. That's where we'll scoop the dirt. I just took a little hand saw. Cut 2 grooves in it this time instead of 1. That'll help us push the dirt down the gutter here. And we just gotta glue it in and drill that hole so it fits around the. And to drill that, I just used a reamer bit there on the drill. And then to glue it in, I'm going to use this here. And it's good for plastic and PVC. Works really good, dries really hard, and just makes it all sturdy. So we're going to glue it under here with that. So drop it down on there. And then down at the end where it meets the pipe down there, I'll glue it too. I'll just put some tape in there and just scoop it in real good. And the tape will be to hold it so it doesn't run everywhere. So we'll be back, and then right here we'll do a little of the plumber goop. Right here. Just go around that edge with it. And then it should be done. So we'll be back. Alright, we're gonna glue this feeder box which I lost at the river back together. New one. Sanded all these edges on the pipe around here so the glue will stick better. Just use this Defcon plastic weld. So I'm gonna squeeze some of that out of the tube. Hopefully, sometimes it don't come out even at first. Gotta waste that first little bit. stuff stinks bad. These little twist tied and stirred up. Stuff holds really good too. Super strong. Tube's leaking. A little back pressure on that, so don't leak. Still going out on me. So we'll go over this top portion first. Stuff's really thick. It's like when you're sick, coughing up mucus. That's pretty gross. Setting up pretty fast in this warm weather. Get that plug in there. And then we'll got a rubber band over here. Use a little bit of tape. Thing down. Go ahead and push all this stuff down so it's making good contact. There, we got that in there. Kicking off pretty fast now that it's warm. It's still oozing. One bad thing about the dieback. Seems like every time I get a tube of this stuff, it always does this. One side comes out more than the other, and it's never the same side. So we'll mix up the bottom part. Won't mix it quite yet. Yeah, we'll mix it. Don't need the tape. I think this stuff's pretty strong. I can go crazy on it this time. it down in that crack where it meets. One more time. Yeah, and if I sounded a little bummed out in my videos today, that's why. The old Howard Hughes did maiden flight on it today and it didn't go so well. I don't know, I think one of the aileron controls broke or something. But I had a chrome paint job on it like you wouldn't believe. It's like a mirror. But she went in today, so if I sound a little bummed in my videos, there she is. There's the reason. All that hard work for about 3 seconds of, oh my God! Ah!